So tech companies have finally figured out how to get the best positive reviews from tech journalists and tech reviewers like me. And there are 5 ways through which they do this, and I'll take you through the 5 ways to know. Yes, these companies are actually not lying, but they're actually trying to do some things, I would say, not like scamming jobs, but some things at some point that are actually a little bit kind of shady when we look into it. And we'll go through everything today. And we're going to expose them for who they are. Yes, we're going to expose them. First of all, it's giveaway with review launch. So a company will reach out to you as a tech YouTuber, tech reviewer on YouTube. They'll reach out to you and say, fine, we have a product and we want to launch products. But if you can help us talk about this product, we will give like 50 custom impact intelligence earpods, 50 custom impact intelligence smartphone cases alongside with the review. Which is something that fine, this is something that I catch. How many times do you get a company to send you custom product of your own that you can give to your fans? But first of all, when things like this kind of coming, there are some things that you kind of notice. Is the product actually worth the giveaway? You know, imagine them sending a kind of product to you that you don't actually like, and then you spend like 15 minutes telling, bad mouthing the product, telling people why the product is not good, and why they should not buy it, and then at the end you are like, fine, I'm launching the giveaway, please let's enter the giveaway in the link in the description below. Which it's gonna be kind of insane when you kind of figure it out like that. So it's not something that tech companies should actually be doing. They should just allow tech reviewers to talk in the way they actually feel is right for them to talk in. It is just going to be, they just talk from their own free will rather than talking based on what the company actually wants in them. And then this leads us to the second part, which is the coming soon feature that tech companies often add. And that coming soon feature is often what they often do during the launch event. For example, a company like Google or Apple will talk about a feature in their new smartphone, in the new software, a new mode that they're going to be adding to their smartphones or their gadgets, and then the gadget gets released and the feature is not there. You find a feeling that this was announced last night in the events. Why is it yet in the event? Why is it yet in the product I just bought? Then you find out that it's more like something that they just find it's coming soon. It's not yet available. It's going to be coming later. Yes, kind of weird when you hear that word. It's coming later. Yes. So you're like, fine, it's going to come later. You just have to wait until it comes in. And then the funniest thing about that is that they will still want tech reviewers to talk about that portion. Tech journalists talk about that portion in that. It's going to come in later, so you guys should just keep it up your mind, expecting it, and it will come in as time goes on, which is not actually true. It might not even come in at all. Maybe for the next generation phone, it may come for the next generation product or the next generation gadget. But for the present one, it's not going to come in for it, which is kind of somehow. And also, there's the dual embargo. You see, when time a product gets released, tech reviewers are given an opportunity to talk about it that very day of the launch, which is something that a lot of. But once you talk about it that very day of the launch, you cannot talk about the hardware, what was said during the event. The main spec, the main software of the phone, you can't actually talk about it until after 2 weeks. So what companies have done is that for the first embargo, they send it to the creator. This is what we want to talk about. Talk. This is what we want to, and this is the amount to pay. Fine, that's how the agreement works. So you're like, okay, we'll go for it. Then within the next embargo, which is going to be like within 2 weeks, that is when you start seeing the internet getting flooded with some kind of misinformation about a product. Like for example, when the iPhone 15 came out, immediately it was released. I posted my video, I think about 45 minutes later. I made it, scripted it, just did a lot of things. Posted it about 45 minutes later. But within that day till a week later, there were a lot of, I would say not say useless videos, but something like useless videos about it on the internet. And people are actually going to watch this because it's not going to be like something like fake. People don't actually go it. But the dual embargo things, what's actually about that? Companies get 2 embargoes. The one at launch and the second which like 2 weeks later on, which they actually don't want you to, which that's when they now want to talk about the specs of the phone. And so what this actually does that, once you talk about the hardware of the phone, fine, hardware of the phone. Since you're a trusted YouTuber or a trusted tech creator, a lot of people actually rush into you and like, okay, we want to buy this product, we want to buy this product for ourselves. But then after that 2 weeks embargo time for you to now talk about the inner core, this software, then you now find out some of what these products are actually trash. And then you've convinced about 3 million to 12 million to millions of people to actually go for this product, which is going to somehow, after you find out that you've recommended something that is not so good for people and they're actually going to get it, and then you feel bad for yourself. Another thing that they've also done is they are giving interview exclusive. So what they do for that interview exclusive is that they often give like what I'll say, the tech creators, come let us talk, come and talk with our CEO about stuff, about the product. So what they try to do is that they just want to talk about a particular section. Okay, like and I say I should come and do an interview with Tim Cook, but we'll talk about only the iPhone 15 hardware and a little bit core feature that was mentioned in the event, something you actually know already. So why do you want to know it again? Why do you not come for the interview? But once you now start to figure it out, what they actually want to just get like more like another extra marketing reviews. That's what they just want to get on top of it. But is then you will not get there. Is actually what you need to do. So once you now try to figure out yourself, you find that they are not actually doing it for you to get more things to get to do, but actually doing it for themselves to, like I'll say, to get more product sales for them, for their products, which is not kind of good. And the last but not the least is no context quoting. So what often happens through this is that most smartphones when they get released, or most a company gets something, they often do something, and that's what they call, I see, that quoting part. And there are two ways they do it. They can cut out a section out of a YouTuber's title or a word they said, and then post it directly on their website, and like that's what someone said about the product. Or they should just cut out the good things all creators said about it, because it's not like as if they made the product that is fully bad. There are some good things about it. They just cut out the good things about it, and once they cut out those good things about it, they join together and just post that on their main channel for people to see that people are actually still commenting their stuff. But when I take a deep dive into it, and you find that most of all these things I even remember like the last thing they said at the end of the YouTuber's video. So why? But the main thing about the company is not actually going to be actually said. So there are a lot of ways they have manipulated us. So it's your right to know how they manipulate us. So if you want more tech videos, check here, full details, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.